Yeah, I had the nerve to put out a false article about one of the AMP members. It just takes 5 seconds of research, man.
Alright, so basically the Chris AMP situation has gotten a whole lot worse over the past few days. Some fake allegations have been thrown around and now AMP are getting ready to get their lawyers involved. We're going to look at this lawsuit, what led to it, and the responses, because my word, it's gotten out of control. To give context quickly, we're not going to go in depth here with this, but if you're not familiar with the whole Chris AMP's cameraman, he got exposed the other day for talking to a 17-year-old a few years back. He sent some pretty insane messages, I'm not going to lie, but yeah, he got exposed, Kai cried about it, and Chris was fired. Well, that's not the end of the story here. Let's introduce Complex, a massive media corporate giant. Sneaker shopping, go talk, blah blah blah. They have a lot to do in the creator scene, and they also have a lot to do with AMP constantly working with Kai, Duke, and Phantom. So Complex would release an article on their website, again a website that receives a lot of traffic, and it is said to be credible. The article was on the whole Chris the cameraman situation. Well, actually, they got the entire story completely wrong in the article. Instead of saying it was Chris Kai's cameraman who was texting the 17-year-old, they said it was a member of AMP Chris Next Door, who was completely innocent. So the internet would take this as a fact and run with it, and all hell would break loose. It was getting so bad that Chris Next Door had to make a response, and it got pretty serious.
Complex, I don't know why the you saying me for real. That's bro. I don't know what I did, but I do to deserve that, bro. I was getting DMs from people I never met before. Call me words I'd never been called before. Bro, it wasn't even a tweet, it's the article, bro. How the fuck did y'all miss so much shit, bro? When I search Chris Next Door, bro, when I search Chris Next Door for the news, you see how my picture is still there?
Now, I can't even describe how bad the article is, and they didn't even get the wrong Chris's name right.
Kai Cenat breaks down. Bro, this Complex, this mean you don't even know me, bro. You calling me the cameraman. I'm not Chris V, I'm Chris D. I'm Chris Dembo. I'm Chris D. You don't know who I am. I was never the cameraman. I edited at one point, bro. What the f is you doing, bro?
Chris was understandably upset. I'd be losing my mind too here, receiving hateful messages and accusations for something I didn't do.
Like, that's digital footprint shit, bro. Like, that could ruin brand deals. That could ruin partnerships. That could ruin opportunities, bro.
This obviously is such a damaging mistake for his career. I mean, if his personal brand is ruined, he can't eat. Now he could lose out on millions because of that mistake. And if you cared so little, you couldn't do 5 minutes of research.
It took y'all 12 hours to take the article down. Y'all didn't take it down until I replied under the tweet, bro. Y'all couldn't ask a clipping page. What the fuck the research, bro? Fire the writer, bro. If you don't know, tell the writer pack his bags, bro. Go home, bro.
Leaving it up there for 12 hours is just lazy and borderline evil. I just don't understand it. Literally cannot fathom how such a reputable business makes such a mistake here. But look, there is a bright side to the situation. That is literally the definition of defamation, a statement that injures a third party's reputation. So with the right lawyers, Chris could make a shit ton of money off this, and rightfully so.
We do have lawyers looking over shit will be dealt with. Will be dealt with, for real. Like, that's, it's not even, just, a defamation of character is libel. That's the type of defamation it is. It's libel. So, but we're gonna talk.
Clearly, this whole situation looked really bad. So you'd think that they'd respond to Chris, maybe make a public apology or something, but no. All they did was take down the article 12 hours later, because clearly it wasn't that big of a deal for them. Chris wasn't famous enough to hurt their pockets, so they couldn't care less about journalistic integrity. Until Kai finally stepped in. Kai would go on stream addressing the issue, and he was not playing about it here.
Yeah, I had the nerve to put out a false article about one of the AMP members, and all you had to do was do 30 seconds of research. Hey, bro, listen to me. Chris Next Door ain't do shit. He's literally minding his business. He don't do shit. He has yet to even come on y'all platform. He has yet to even do a lot of shit within his personal lane, my nigga. So for y'all niggas to do that is absolutely crazy.
He was so mad at the entire situation. He would go as far as to put his foot down and cut ties with Complex. And I'll say I respect that so much from Kai. Honestly, he's probably going to lose out on a ton of money for that decision. But to take a stand for your best friend like that, It's quite admirable.
We have a lot of shit that we were supposed to do in the future, Complex. There's a lot of shit that y'all wanted me for. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that tie right there, bro. That shit was ridiculous, bro. It just takes 5 seconds of fucking research, my nigga.
So now, what do you think? Will Complex finally do something about this situation? Because unlike Chris, they actually profit off Kai. Well, yeah, 5 days after the mistake, it was suddenly time for them to apologize. Just generally such a lack of class, it was a joke here. So they'd eventually post on Twitter, during the overnight hours of July 30th, 2024, Complex erroneously published a story involving members of the collective, where the error was brought to the attention of the editorial board. All associated social postings were deleted immediately, and the story was promptly amended with the correction, blah blah blah. We would like to extend a sincere apology to Chris Next Door and anyone else affected. They also mentioned that the writer responsible was fired. Chris was clearly not happy, replying to the tweet, immediate, "That cap, my lawyer spoke to the president of Complex twice at 1 a.m. and told him about it. Someone at the editorial team finally fixed it around 6 a.m. and this apology 5 days late." So obviously they did know about the issue, they just didn't care enough to delete it at first, because they only care about making profit, and Chris clearly wasn't big enough to affect their profits. But when Big Kai steps in, it suddenly becomes time to apologize. It's just disgusting. I mean, even Adin Ross offered to help out Chris, offering lawyers to sue Complex, but the idiot asked for a 15% cut. I'm not even kidding.
Complex about to catch a lawsuit if they do this properly. Kai and Chris, let me know if you guys want me to connect you with my lawyers. If you guys do, I can guarantee you guys will win probably like 90-something%. I just need a cut. You're going to have to give me a little cut, though. You know what I'm saying? I can get you the most of the money, though. I promise you that. Let me know. I would love to get you guys the money you guys deserve. Just give me like 15%. I promise you.
That was dumb, but in all seriousness, hopefully Chris makes a shitload of these guys. And yeah, I'll keep you posted on what happens next.